So, my dear collective, welcome to another music channeling. Today's song for today's reading is Dress by Taylor Swift. Okay? Channel message Apollo 22, Laurel, the name. Okay? I probably did past readings on this. I can't seem to find it, but I'll just say this for a lot of you guys is a past person. I don't want that you've had like an intense connection with, okay? It's giving like physical, casual, intense, passionate, good or bad, okay? So Apollo 22, my immediate thought when I got that message was space, okay? Like Apollo 22, that whole thing, okay? I don't know if somebody's into the stars, astronomy, being an astronaut, or when I looked it up on Google, Apollo 22 is linked to a weed, okay, specific weed type, the drug. So I don't know, maybe somebody's smoking weed, or this is what you guys did together. I don't know. Okay. And lastly, we got Laurel, okay? Name, because I've been watching the Summer I Turned Pretty very actively, immediate thought went to her, okay? So somebody could be Asian American. But yeah, let's see what the card says. Obviously, the song goes on to talk about how the feminine, in this case, Taylor, she's like, I'm only putting on this dress for you to take it off. So that makes me feel like if you're about to reconcile, reunite, if they're looking hella good, it's because they want you to take off the exterior for you guys to get into the interior. Okay? Okay. Anyone that's gonna reconcile, the feminine is ready. Okay, if you're masculine watching, they're ready. If you're feminine watching, you're ready for that specific person. Okay. Now you could be watching for whomever you're dealing with, preference, interest. This is universal for anyone that's watching. Okay. Basically, it's all inclusive. It's an all inclusive message. Okay. So let's pull some cards. Right now, your person, what's relevant for you and this specific individual is that we have the Seven of Wands, okay? We also have the Three of Swords, and we also have the Eight of Cups. Somebody is very defensive because of their heart, okay? Somebody's either heartbroken or they're healing. So basically, they're not opening up to heal their heart, or they are realizing that you will not open up to heal your heart because of the pain that took place, whether from another person or from them themselves. They are aware that you probably just want to do your own thing, or basically go in hiding, being exiled. Another Taylor Swift song that's coming to my mind. But yeah, Eight of Cups for me, and specifically in this deck, is more so go and finding yourself, soul searching, heading out in nature, kind of like center yourself, grounding yourself. That's like the image of this for me. Now, I looked it up a few days ago when I was, maybe it's not relevant based on the synchronicities, but based on the pamphlet, when I was cleaning things off, where I'm at, this was like linked to being exiled, as in you're not a part of this community, this group, this job, this country, like you're being outcasted. This is like an outcast card, and this is according to the pamphlet I found a few days ago when I was cleaning. So either somebody feels like an outcast, or you outcasted them, or you feel like an outcast because of your broken heart, or because of your healing, you feel like you need to outcast yourself from society. This is also giving like going off grid, okay? But my version is more so like taking time for yourself, heading out in nature, grounding yourself, feeling centered, finding peace and rejuvenation. Okay, but I say this to say somebody knows that you need to do this or on this journey, or they know that they need to be on this journey to heal what they broke, or if they were brokenhearted. Okay, it goes both ways. I do want to say that after this, somebody will come in and confess. Perhaps this is where the song comes in. Dress, okay? While somebody will go in and heal or be in exile while they're doing this, you're them. When they return, there's gonna be a confession of their feelings, and the feelings is linked. Okay, so I wasn't really shuffling, but this card could be relevant. You could be somebody that's very humble, very genuine, very extroverted, outgoing, loving, or you could be a fire sign, air sign dynamic, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, there's definitely being, so you they're either watching you if you have those signs, or whoever's in exile, they're being watched. Whoever's like taking time for themselves, they're being watched. I also feel like if you are a divine feminine, you're being watched. Okay, but what I wanted to say, because these two cards wasn't really shuffling, but they were like stuck between my fingers. There's gonna be a confession of love. Okay, let's see what they wanna, the confession is gonna be about love. However, when they do so, they might run again. Okay, so somebody, when they heal, come in, confess how they feel, and then they will run again. Or they're gonna confess to you why they ran in the first place. But for some of you guys, I feel like they're gonna confess and then run again. I feel like there's a lot of self-sabotage between you and this person. 1811 could be relevant. Look that up as a symbolicness. We got Paradise in reverse. Somebody's not happy. Okay, I do feel like somebody is like a little bit depressed, if I'm gonna be honest. Somebody's not happy because they thought that you were the one. They thought that they were ready, and then something happened. Okay, I don't know if it's the fear of confessing and running away. I don't know. Keep in mind though, the song in itself talks about dressing up, reconciling, and having that moment. But I feel like it's more than physical between you and this person. Okay? Somebody's name is Jennifer as well. You might have dinner with them when you meet up, or they might cook something for you, Jennifer, or you might cook something for them. Okay? Anything else for Jennifer? I feel like somebody's going through this. Okay, Google that, ascension symptoms. If that's the case, buckle up. It's already been a lot of shifts. Okay, the full moon was a few days ago. I was fucking going through it personally, and also spiritually and mentally. It was a lot. Okay, and then it was like the new moon phase in Virgo. So a lot of heightened emotions, a lot of shifts, but there were also a lot of talks about the rapture. Okay, I used to be very, very religious. I'm not anymore. Far from it. And I saw like people that are into spirituality, the occult specifically, they talked about the rapture. Like it was on my timeline on my other YouTube. So I don't know if it's in combination with the full moon. I'm not quite sure, but so there was a lot of shift took place the past few days. September has been quite heavy. Okay, I will say that. Okay, so I don't know if that's the case where somebody's running away, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like everything is going to shit. But I do definitely see reconciliation between you and this person for sure. A lot of you guys need to listen to your intuition right now, because there might also be energy vampires. Okay, if they are narcissistic, or if you know this person that is coming back is an energy vampire, I would not recommend you to open up the door. It might be a case of you kind of did, and you had your moment, and if they run away, well, you know, they were never there to stay, okay? But you're not at fault for opening up that experience, okay? Remember, you're destined for greatness, okay? I do feel like a lot of them have scarcity mindset and self-sabotaging energy. But again, if they are this, right? If you know, like, the person you're like, oh yeah, but if you know they have these qualities, my friends, collective, it's a no. Okay, it's a no. Like, you can have casual relationship with people, and you know they might be unhinged, but if they are like in this energy where they drain you, they're narcissistic, and it's like it's beyond toxic that you can't handle, you know. It's one thing being argumentative, but it's another thing when they have mentally fucked up your head or abused you mentally, emotionally, physically. You get me? It's a different type of level to deal with somebody that's toxic, okay? Because I'm not going to sit here like we're all saints, but there are levels to this, okay? I say this to say, let's continue. What else is relevant for collective? A lot of you guys will benefit from being in nature right now. Especially if you dealt with karmic people, karmic frequencies, in the sense of self-hate, destructiveness, things of this nature. Toxicity, toxic people, toxic environment. I feel like you spend time in nature will help, okay? Something about gratitude will also shift that a little bit better. It's not easy. And like I said before, with the frequencies of right now, it might feel a little bit harder than usual, okay? But it's not impossible. Anything else? So, initiation by fire. A lot of you guys are going to get initiated because dealing with this person is shifting you into higher awareness. Maybe this is why they're in a spiritual... For some of them, the people you dealt with in this setting of being in a casual relationship, they're in spiritual jail, okay? They might also go through a spiritual awakening after the jail time, but you are definitely going through a spiritual awakening, okay? Basically, this is the person that set you on your course of your spirituality. All of a sudden, you're trying to find yourself spiritually, okay? I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm rambling, but I hope it makes sense, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys think this all meeting them is like bogus and doesn't make no sense, and it's like, what the fuck is this? I didn't sign up for this. Like, I didn't sign up for the fucking trauma, lessons, etc. But trust the plan. I do feel like a lot of things that happen in life is according to plan, but some things are not inevitable. I get it, okay? It's really, life is complicated, you know? So I say this to say what they want with you, aside from everything. This reading became so spiritual. Okay? So they want to find out something, they want to change something, they want to adapt, and they want to heal. That's what they want from you. For some of you guys, they want to be union, as in being in a serious relationship. They want to get married. They want this to be forever. And for a lot of you guys, what they want is to you to be open to be in a relationship with them, but it's not giving long term, or it's not giving serious, but they definitely want you in their circle. Okay. Now, if you're open to this, here we go. You guys already know the pros and cons. Okay, I don't know, maybe something about money. I said coins, so I know. Maybe you guys dealing with a King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign female, Earth sign masculine. Okay, that could be relevant. We're about to wrap it up. Let's do a little timeline for when things will take place in your reconciliation, because that's what this reading is about. For some of you guys, 3 is relevant. So 3 days, weeks, hours, months. Okay. something. Jennifer is very much like, I'm hearing Jennifer. So that's Philip. So 3 days, or well, 3 days for some of you guys. We got 3, we got 5 days, weeks, hours, months. On the 3rd, things of that nature. Okay. There might also be a blockage here, but I feel like things will change. I'm not quite sure though. There is some sort of blockage here. I don't know if this is in relation to Jennifer, but let's pull a card. I know, Jennifer, if you're watching, these are your advice cards, okay? To make it easier. It's time to move forward, Jennifer, okay? Or this relationship, situationship will move forward. And remember, affirm this. I'm me, I'm great. I'm me, I'm great. I'm me, I'm free, okay? Don't be stuck. So, and just do an advice card for the rest of you guys. Remember this. If you need to speak up, speak up. Say what you need to say. You know, at the end of the day, shit, we got one life in this flesh, on this earth. YOLO. Okay? I think that's it. Let's do a little initials. I think I will probably do like I'm not blanking. I'm gonna do zodiac signs. I'm thinking about doing Sagittarius. Okay. So first and last initials. My wind chime is like being reactive. You got a lot of spiritual protection collected. Alright, so first and last, on anyone you're thinking of dealing with, something about the key. Maybe they have the key to your heart. Maybe you're moving. Maybe they have your keys. Maybe you will forget your keys, and that would be a sign. For instance, they're like, let's meet up, Jennifer, and you forget your keys, and that could be a sign of like, maybe you shouldn't go on this date because of the aftermath. I don't know. That could be a message, okay? Like, I get a lot of like symbolic signs everywhere, but when it in nature, like nature wise, is like an indicator for me to be like, oh, I know what this is about, okay? So maybe you pay attention to the signs, okay? It could be something small as that, okay? Something about the cemetery could be relevant, okay? I don't know, maybe somebody passed away. Something about cement, maybe they want this forever. Something about cream, maybe there's like a difference in skin color. Cookies and cream, ebony and ivory. Somebody's name is Ethan. Something about air. Maybe somebody needs to listen more or listen to your intuition. Like I said, somebody's name is Vicky, Victoria, or Victoria the place could be relevant. Something about the dentist, O'Hara. Something about hello. You got me at a hello. Something about Eastern time. The fall time, the east. There's something about roti. Somebody is really good with food, as in cooking food, okay? So like a lot of ethnic food could be like an indicator for you guys meet together, okay? Something about you, they want you to remember something. Something about you being very dear to them. Maybe the spirit animal deer could be relevant. I don't have the spirit animal deck, but that could be relevant. It's so interesting though. I have like a little bit of a music going on in the background, but it seems to stop. I just noticed this though. So maybe some of you guys will notice something a little bit too late. Like maybe something would be a little bit too late. Something about the ocean could be relevant. Going in like on a walk. Going near the ocean, meditating. Something about neem oil. Okay. I think it's from one of the Arabic countries or maybe South Asia. Something about neem oil. Okay, it's like castor oil, almond oil, and burdock. Okay, something about the color white. Okay, maybe that's something you guys gonna hear. Here? Where? Something about being white could be relevant. I'm seeing sorry. Maybe somebody's white adjacent. Something about being red, wearing color red. Maybe somebody's a little bit of the isms, okay? Is giving prejudice, colorism, racist, discriminatory. Listen, that falls into the category of the freaking energy vampire and the narcissist. If you know, you know, okay? So that could be relevant. I feel like that took place in the past. Maybe this is just like an indicator of remembrance of don't forget what they did, okay? Okay? Just because they cook for you, they be looking good, doesn't mean that it's an opening to your heart, okay? Because for some of you guys, this is just an in and out to steal your energy or to just be there temporarily and, well, same shit, different day, okay? So, on that note, thank you for watching and see you in the next reading. There is a specific individual that doesn't want you to go. Listen to your intuition. You will know. Just like I said with the keys and the weather. Your intuition is your biggest supporter, okay? Against the op.